Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a very big day today. In 13 hours, we have the weekly candle close, and right now we're in a great position to develop a very strong weekly candle close, which could result in strong upwards price action for Bitcoin. In fact, we actually have some breathing room here. So provided Bitcoin doesn't go downwards too much, we should be in a very good position for a very strong weekly candle close. We can actually as well get an even better weekly candle close by doing a couple of things we're going to mention today, such as the Ethereum weekly chart RSI. We could see a little bit more upside price action, break that descending wedge, as well as the Bitcoin descending wedge on the RSI. This should be good to see, but overall, even just closing right here would be good news. I'm going to tell you about that today. We're going to discuss it, and tomorrow we're going to look into the results of it. So it should be a quick one here today. Before we get into it, let's check out a couple of things. The two exchanges I advertise on this YouTube channel are Bitfinex and BingX. They are both global non-KYC. They both have reserves funds available. So if they have been hacked in the past, which Bitfinex hasn't, they have reserves and they've paid back the people who have lost money. So very secure exchanges in that regard. Again, very low in trading fees, global non-KYC. With my referral link down below, you can get a 15% trading fee discount. So those low fees that you're already getting on these exchanges, if you just sign up with my link, you'll get a further 15% discount in every single buy and sell you make. So let's get into the content. With that said, the links are down below. We'll start out with the Bitcoin weekly chart. We've discussed this really extensively. I'm very happy that given where we are right now, it seems likely that with this weekly candle close, we will have seen this breakout on the weekly chart RSI, and so we can stop discussing it because it's been weeks really of discussing the same thing here. But I will bring it up once more. We know that Bitcoin has a descending channel formation. That is the overarching macro structure right now. That is a bullish macro structure. Descending channel formations are bullish. Therefore, Bitcoin is in a bullish macro structure. Therefore, we are macro bullish on Bitcoin unless that changes. So unless Bitcoin breaks down from the channel, in which case it would not only be breaking down from the channel, but it'd be breaking down from the channel, all of the yellow lines here, and all of the indicators in between. If Bitcoin does that, it's over. It's done, right? But until it does that, we're looking okay. And that's the overarching kind of viewpoint I'm taking for Bitcoin right now. So what we need to see in order to actually make that macro bullishness a renewed leg is a breakout. And so we need upside confirmation. And this is why I'm not sitting here telling people, buy, 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 buy. I don't think that's the right thing to do, really. I actually think that waiting for confirmation is a very necessary thing. It's a part of trading, right? We're not gamblers here. If we were gamblers, we'd go to the casino. In order to make educated decisions on macro price action, you need educated, or I should say you need evidence of macro breakouts, macro confirmations. You need evidences through which you can determine the decision is the right decision to make. And that is what a breakout would be. So there's two aspects of a breakout we can look for. We can look for a breakout on the price chart, which is the most important one. But we can also look for breakouts on things like the RSI, shifts in momentum. The RSI is a momentum indicator. And what we see historically speaking on the weekly chart RSI is there are very important lines, resistance lines that form. And when they break to the upside, it leads to very major changes in momentum on the price chart. So I've drawn out a couple in yellow. And you can see this one right here, when we broke it to the upside, led to the end of the COVID drop and the start of the 2021 bull market. This one led to the end of the bear market. This one led to the end of 7 months of consolidation and the leg that led us to all-time highs. And right now we have a new pattern on the weekly chart RSI. And just like the old ones, if we do see a breakout of this pattern, it's very likely it could correlate to momentum shifts on the price chart as well. What we are seeing right now is a descending wedge formation that's not only present on Bitcoin, but it's also present on Ethereum. We have a very similar descending wedge formation, I should say, on Ethereum. And so we can see that these charts are very well interconnected right now. And Bitcoin right now is looking like it could break that wedge to the upside on this weekly candle close. The only thing we need to do is maintain the current price or go higher pretty much. With this weekly candle. If we close the weekly candle in 13 hours above this wedge formation, I can't give you an exact price we need to close above. It depends on where the RSI goes. I would say it's probably around 61K. If we can do that, we're looking good for Bitcoin because we will have broken a pattern to the upside. We will shift momentum on the RSI, and just like what's been done historically, it's highly likely that will lead to a shift of momentum on the price chart, which could lead to a breakout on the price chart, which actually is the trigger you need to be looking for. So this would be a great sign, and the actual trigger would come with the price breakout, but it would be a great sign nevertheless, and seeing this pattern potentially break to the upside, and we'll confirm it tomorrow, is great news. Again, would like to see it on Ethereum as well. It will be a little bit awkward if Bitcoin breaks the upside, but Ethereum does not do so. If Ethereum's still at resistance, that would, again, be an indication, okay, maybe we need a little bit more confirmation because those charts do move together. They're very much interconnected. They very much foreshadow each other's price actions at various points in time. And so ideally, we get a breakout on both Ethereum and on Bitcoin. But just looking good regardless right now. And in tomorrow's video, I'll update you on what actually happens there. We could be seeing pretty major breakouts. I mean, that's, so that's a pattern that's stemming backwards from October. So this is a very long-term pattern, almost a year old, 11 months old. It's great to see, really, that it could be breaking to the upside here. We'll confirm that tomorrow. As for the medium-term price action, Bitcoin's not doing too bad. It's not doing too bad. It has found a resistance, very strong resistance actually, at 64K. This is something I mentioned would occur. I said very clearly in my last video, I expect a short-term rejection from 65 to 64K. That's why I drew that pink line there, because that is where the 200-day SMA is. If you look at the green moving average on the screen right here, very clearly showing you resistance right there, right on top of 64K with a spike on the volume profile. Very important resistance level, going to be quite hard to cross, and I would expect, and I did expect yesterday, and I still expect a retracement probably downwards to this yellow ascending support line for Bitcoin to regain its strength and potentially try again. That's what I still see as the likely scenario. There is some consolidation right here. We could potentially be forming a structure right now to try again, but I ultimately think that most healthy thing Bitcoin can do here is return back to the baseline support and then attempt upwards confirmation again. Right now, again, I still see this the same thing I saw the other day. Strength is not very much here, not very large in quantity here on the shorter term charts. Medium-term strength is certainly there. Long-term strength is certainly there, but the shorter term, I just don't think it's there yet. So don't be surprised if we take some time here for the short term. We could see a few days here of delays. So don't be surprised if we see that. But overall, medium-term strength looks great. I mean, if we look at the daily chart RSI, this is something we'll confirm tomorrow as well. But, breaking a resistance zone, coming back, seeing a resistance support flip, hopefully holding that level. If we do that, we can expect a bounce right up, right? That's all it is. So it looks pretty good in the medium term. Bullish divergence as well. Higher lows in the RSI. Higher lows in the RSI, price chart showing the opposite, right? Lower lows in the candle closes in the price chart. As for a non-divergence related analysis, we have including the wicks, we actually have higher lows in the price chart as well, which could be the start of a sustained upwards trend that breaches this entire channel. So great stuff in the medium term. Short term's not quite there yet. And with the long term looking great, hopefully we get even more greatness. Hopefully we get even more power with the confirmations of those good weekly candle closes tomorrow. That would be ideal. As for a couple more things I want to discuss today, DXY and USDT, USDTD, I should say, USDT.D, USDT dominance, okay? These are the two charts right now, which I'm looking at as potential threats in the macro. Well, not really threats, but things you really need to be watching quite closely that perhaps you aren't. Kind of lesser looked at charts. The DXY is the strength of the US dollar, okay, essentially. That's what it measures. And it's reverse correlated to assets, okay? So when this chart goes upwards, everything goes downwards. When this chart goes downwards, everything goes upwards. And so the fact that it's on support right now, the fact that it's got really strong support in this green support zone, stemming backwards all the way from 2015 is quite concerning. Until that support breaks, I don't think you're justified in being exceptionally overboard bullish. Like, there's just no reason to. When it breaks, awesome. Everything's good. We're home season. We're going into a parabolic phase. But until that happens, it's just not guaranteed at all. So that's one thing you need to watch. And the second thing is the exact same argument with USDT.D. Right? As long as USDT.D is above this support line, stemming backwards from 2018, again, there's no reason to be overboard, jumping out the frickin' wazoo bullish. It's just not logical, right? Because you've got major hurdles that need to be jumped. Now, good thing is USDT.D is far away from that line, so we could see significant upside price action before it is tested. But again, just something you need to keep in the back of your mind. If you're seeing weakness on Bitcoin, right, we're not seeing it now, but if we go upwards more, we see weakness on Bitcoin, and we start to see, okay, USDT.D is on support, and so is the DXY, that could be a sign for you to get the hell out of the market, right? So these kind of things you need to watch, and not many people watch them too much, but on this channel, we will be watching them. And if we look at the daily chart RSI and the DXY, and we see this resistance line right here, if that breaks to the upside, that's another sign to get out of the market, because that's a momentum shift to the upside on a chart that's reverse correlated to Bitcoin. This is the analysis that a lot of people who claim to be analysts don't do, right? It's these more external charts that don't seem like they should affect crypto, but they actually show us massive amounts about what crypto is going to do and what crypto is doing, okay? So watch these as well. I'll keep you updated on all of that. If you want these updates without looking at the charts yourself, I do recommend everyone does look at the charts themselves, but you can just subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep posting, of course, as I've been doing for 3.5 years now. So I'll keep doing that, and you guys hopefully will keep watching. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Check out the Bitunix and BingX exchanges, 15% trading fee discounts with my links down below. I mentioned it at the start of the video. If you want a good exchange, those are the good exchanges. I've handpicked them myself. Another thing I'll mention is the Crypto Academy Become a Trader 10-unit course, which is actually currently on sale, right? So if you want to get access to a discounted price for a limited time, you can do so. That's what a sale is, of course. It's a course teaching you how to trade, which is literally the title of the course, Become a Trader. All of the information is on the website. Check it out if you're interested. And then the last thing I'll mention is my VIP group on Telegram. We trade altcoins 4 times a week in structured altcoin trading plan videos, giving you my recommended stop losses, take profits, entry requirements, etc. for various altcoins. You can check that out. You're also getting access to a group chat there. So there's the pricing, there's the details, all of that's down in the Telegram link down below. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you tomorrow.